Hello everybody, Glitch Trooper here. I'm back for some more Shadows of Thaumaturgy, and I'm thinking of kind of starting on a bit of the Botania questing. And there's something, oh gosh, gas, I just had a soda. This kind of had to pop up and get me, didn't it? I mean, fair enough, but still. What I'm trying to remember is, it's got unlocked progress, and I don't think I really need to do that per se. I mean, maybe? I mean, maybe? Yeah, I don't know if anything's locked behind advancements per se in this. I didn't used to be. Nothing's been shifted around sometimes, but still. Oh, and now flowers tend to have EMC, by the way. Something that's kind of popped up over time. Not all flowers do, but some do. What does that even mean there? Guess some things have been kind of made a little progress based here. This does remind me I need to take on the Ender Dragon again at some point. Because I need Dragon Breath at some point as well. And yes, I do have Mythic Botany on here, and I'm curious about a lot of stuff there. So I'm gonna have to walk miscellaneous. Okay. A lot of EMC for fancy light, but it does look fancy. Okay, so let's kind of get into it the normal way, mostly. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do things a little bit differently though, because it's apparently wanting me to actually do progression rather than just leaping through it. So Yeah, that's definitely different. I must concede, but okay. Fair enough. Well, we could do it a little bit of a different way than normal. I'm not completely against that. It's just kind of a little unusual. So, oh yeah, I also need to take this thing out of supply mode for a while. I'm not going to be relying on it for empty air. There we go. I had been doing some stuff in between, and for a while I was protecting myself from status ailments with a particular amulet that I have put up since, so therefore I won't be needing that on supply mode, because I was using the invigorating pendant. Because it will in fact negate a lot of unpleasant statuses. So yeah, things happened. A lot of things happened off screen, and I'm gonna need some serious work towards mana here. So of course I'm definitely gonna need to get into the usual early stuff, including of course the Pure Daisy and the Apothecary. So let's start it up with it. I can use shimmering mushrooms. Huh. Totally forget you could do that. I think I have in fact, like, done that before a long time ago. But, yeah, I think it's been a while. Okay, do I have... I have stones. Can I use stones instead of cobble? Guess it has to be some variety of cobblestone. Because I gotta say, I just have some, like, extra slabs here, but, okay. I can just, slab it up a little. Oh, I got my thing right over there, but still. Okay, do I have any shimmering mushrooms in here? I mean, just to say, it would be kind of funny, but no. Okay, so therefore I'm going to have to go with some kind of mystical flower that I'm going to petalify here. Do I have all the colors? I think I did eventually collect all the colors. Nice. But as I was saying, they do in fact have the MC now. So which one should I work with? Because I'm going to need some extras of some anyhow, so... Do you mind? Oh, that'll make up for the EMC I was just spinning. Okay, that was hilariously well timed. Okay, was not expecting to have them just kind of pop up for me there. I mean, okay. Well, I'll have some extras over here, I suppose, for whenever I need them again for something that requires them. Because let's face it, stuff gets a little awkward sometimes. Okay, so time for me to think, where would I do much of my Botania work and stuff? I mean, that is kind of like Nature Magic Island over here. And, okay, a little bit of dark magic, but it's still kind of natural magic, you know? It's not that big of a deal on the dark aspects. Yeah. Can you waterlog this? I'm wondering. I'm just wondering, can I waterlog this? Like, is this something I could put in here and just waterlog? Okay, so got that over there now. So let's kind of just start off with the basics and go from there. And yeah, I'll start off with a little bit of. It's like, can I? It's not flowing into it. Okay, it doesn't get waterlogged. Interesting. I mean, this is after that update, so I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I have a need for seed. Wheat seeds, specifically. Well, I think any seed will do, technically. Can you not click them in anymore? Maybe you can't. Okay. Maybe you can only click them out with the proper thing. Okay, now it's doing the thing. Fair enough. Okay, it's officially doing the thing. And look how that actually has an EMC, which is beautiful. Because, yeah. Will I do that for all the parts? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it does save crafting steps, but I'm probably going to need that anyhow. So, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to have this around here to start things up. And I'm going to need myself, of course, a nice, lovely mana pool. Although, I might as well get this always charged up anyhow. And of course I'm going to need regular, straight up, smooth stone. Although not smooth stone, just, you know, regular, classic stone. So you start doing your thing. Good old Pure Daisy. Well, I see what else I need to click. I want the forest. Will be necessary, of course. Classic way of getting mana pools and stuff. Something's gonna be done like in mass. Yeah, I'm gonna need myself some generating flora. Actually starting off with some Indo Flames and some other stuff, but of course I need the mana pool first. This is why I needed a pill. It'd be 2 brown and a light gray. Well, it's interesting you can toss in the whole mushroom sometimes. Again, that's just kind of interesting. Hey, yep. I keep forgetting it does that. Now the open crate I'm definitely going to need for doing a little bit of automation here and there. Again, I don't get into automation too much, but I might get into it more over time because of certain things that are happening. Again, we have an absolutely epic mob incoming. And that will, of course, be the LA. Generating. Guess it doesn't have anything for functional yet since I haven't made one yet. Oh well. We'll get there. Where'd my 7th one go? Did you fall under something? I mean, my 8th one. I had 8, didn't I? Did one just... Oh, you snuck in there, didn't you? Doink. Thank you. I needed to get a mana pull. Because if I'm going to automate producing mana, I'm obviously going to need some pulls. Yep, more stuff popped up, so it's time for me to zip the other thing here. Some nice logs. Do I really not have many kinds of wood in here? Okay, maybe it is log. Okay. It is, fine. I mean, why not? Just for my Twilight experience. I know there's stuff that I need to do at night, but I'm trying to focus on Botania for a little while here. Runic altar, of course, I'm definitely going to need that for a lot of stuff later. Mana tablet, I'm definitely going to need some of those for various stuff. Mana Star is interesting. I've never actually really used one. Many times as I've played Botania, and this is something that I might actually use if I want to use some RF-based stuff. But I have another plan for that that hopefully will work out. Of course, sparks are always nice. There's various lenses, and I will possibly be putting some to use in some interesting ways. Because if I make a mana blaster and I give it damaging and phantom, I could theoretically shoot enemies through walls. And there are ways of getting more than one onto a blaster, so there's that. There's actually a whole bunch of different ones you can get. And of course, for those who like trains, mana on rails, because why not? Okay, need more stuff done here. Will this even... it won't deal with that, so never mind. See, I'm not scanning anything right now, so... time for an axe. Because, why not? Definitely gonna need my spreaders. Okay, zipping through there. Hovering hourglass is an interesting thing, and it's one of those things that I can actually see using. Especially when, if I wanted to automate a very particular way something was done. Trying to get, like, automated alchemy out, automated mana out the way I want it. I'm gonna have to make it where it's not super the gas. Okay, having soda before doing a recording can be a bit of an issue sometimes. But anyhow, as I was saying, I want to be able to automate getting mana in certain ways. I want it to be done with entities only, as much as possible if I can. If I can do that, then I can have some pretty good practice for the allies, because they're going to be an entity-based way of having items move from one location to another. Also, if I have a ton of mana, I can also do mana-based enchanting, which is very cool. One thing that I kind of miss that was once in Botania a long time ago, and that, I mean, it was really cool. And that was the flares and the unstable beacons, because they were really, they were really flashy, but in a really cool way. I mean, it was kind of an easy way to give somebody a locator, to say, hey, over here. No, I'm zipping through this, but I'm mainly just canceling it out quickly. But I did change the look of the assembly, the assembly halo. Could have sworn it used to be green before. Definitely gonna have some interesting possibilities in terms of nifty new armors just with this. Although, ones I've used before, but still, I'm gonna have a lot of armors that I might need to put in there. I hit E again. I really need to remember, this book does not E. That I definitely need to make soon if I can. Bit of mana glass, mana steel ingot. I have mana steel ingots actually through treasure getting. I actually made one of these because of getting these through treasure. You can actually get mana steel as treasure items. It's fairly simple construction. Make a invisibility cloak. Some of these I've used before or something like them. Some of these I haven't, even though I've played Botania many times in the past. It's just, it has a lot of accessories. Admittedly, you do find favorites. The ones that are just more useful for you at the time than others. I remember going to war with that one. Oh, that was a bit of a rampage. Oh, yeah. And there's something that I wish would be combined with that in a whole other way, but we'll get there. I don't really use phantom ink much. I kind of like being able to see my armor. It might be interesting to have a tiny potato. Just because they're always so perky and nice. Oh my gosh. So much on that one. Challenges? Are there those that actually look, I haven't really met with challenges that much, but you never know. I mean, it could just be a thing I do eventually. I hear that. I dropped some bones in there again, didn't I? Okay, that's that whole thing. To get to actual manifying at some point. Because it's gonna take a lot to get to certain things, if I can. I'm not sure if it's gonna unlock it later or what, because I'm gonna have to have Indo Flames at first. Just because they're one of the most affordable, so light gray and brown. Brown, and do I got light gray here? Where's my light gray? Aha. Just because it's an extra right now. You go in there, I get myself some seeds. I get myself an Indo Flame. Here we go. Now, do these have an EMC? Yes, they do. That makes things interesting. Is there anything else that unlocked in here? Not as much. Now, making a Gaia pylon will be a little bit more intricate than before, but not if I can automate it up the way I'm wanting to, then I don't think it'll be too big of an issue, because I'd like to have some rats doing the work, because they can be made to move items around, so therefore there's some interesting stuff here. One thing is, I do want to have a Mjolnir again. It's going to be a big one, though. A very intricate thing to get Mjolnir. But, as you can see, it's got some serious stats and abilities, kind of like I've had before. Of course, I'm going to love having lots of rings, because I have a lot of free ring slots right now. But yeah, I'm going to look into it more completely later. And over time, yeah, big time. And some of the stuff is just going to be expensive, but worth it. Yeah, that's going to be quite a drink. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Indo Flame's prepared, and I can always expand the islands outward, of course. Things could get very interesting if I just expand the islands. But for now, let's see, where would I like to do this? Would I like to expand the island a bit? Maybe kind of mosey a bit this way for a bit there? I mean, maybe? You go that way. I mean, I could use a different location, but I'm liking where I'm at. Okay, so let's just grab a ton of grass blocks. Maybe a couple stacks. Because I want things nice and grassy for every Botania work, so... Time to generate an artificial island. Maybe a 9 by 9-ish type thing. Kind of give me a little starting space. Not big, but just something to start me up. because I'm going to need some room, but at the same time I want to have some bit of island over there for other things, so I'm kind of just expanding the island. Speaking of expanding islands, I've kind of got a plan for how to expand my shipping. And expanding my actual ship, in a way, having other ships. And in a very fun way that I haven't really gotten super serious into. I've done a little like it in the past with something, but it would be my first time being able to seriously pull off this trick I'm hoping to do. Because I have added capsule in, and I'm thinking if I can make a big enough one, then I can totally... Oh man. Huh. This slows you down whenever you're over the water, because it's kind of like flying a bit. But yeah, as I was saying, I'd like to swipe some special ships otherwise and create a bit of an armada. That would be just incredibly cool. So, yeah. Let's make this path a little thicker, shall we? But yeah, using it to swipe whole ships, that's just kind of a cool idea that I've been thinking of for a while. So, claiming new ships for my own? Yes, please. Oh, you? You just had to go there, didn't you? Just kind of widen this out in kind of a natural way. Make it look a little like the edge just kind of expanded a bit. If I'm not using that spot for that, I can just put that over there. Here we go. This is a good spot to start out with a few things. So I'm going to need a mana spreader as well. So, a bit of gold. And a mystical petal of some sort, which I think I have popped a few over here, so I guess it'll be mystical light ray. Okay, so the other way around. Even with gold? So with flowers, why am I having a... That used to be it. The one really cool thing about Mythic Botany is you can actually enter the Alfheim, rather than just trading with the elves. Oh, okay. I added just one too many. Fair enough. Because the gold's in the back. Now, there's something I was wondering. Is there one that... Is there any that I'm gonna have to... wrong thing. At least this time, there was no way for it to just fall in. Maybe I have to unlock some recipes in some specific ways. I know there was something called a hopper hawk before. Yeah, and it funnels things in and puts them into places, so that's something I was thinking about. Oh, I have to do runes and stuff first. That'll probably unlock it that way. Because it's trying to get me to do some things that lead up to stuff, so... I'm kind of understanding where that's going to go, because I might need to do something to manipulate where items are going. And wasn't there one that could place things? Or something like that? Anyhow, I'm probably going to need some more living stone and living wood soon. So I'm going to need some for various purposes. And that's going to be a thing very quickly. So I'm going to need to create a runic altar. But first, let's get the spreader ready here. I'm going to need... Oh, I'm going to need more living wood to get the twigs. Right. I'm going to need my wand of the forest to get everything bound up. One thing about this mod is because of how it works, it can very quickly become quite menacing. Because a lot of things will, well, not menacing, but an EMC sink. Because a lot of things will just not come back to you. And I can EMC this flower now, so that's something I can do, speaking of which. Okay, I'm gonna need my wand of the forest and stuff to get everything suited up here. You can be more than one Indo-flame here to work this out. There's an old trick that I've seen that's basically by decreasing the distance that the blast travels whenever the mana burst forms, you can have them kind of chain linked faster. Haven't had to do that before, but I'm going to be doing some things that's going to possibly get me a lot of mana, and I want even a regular spreader to at least be able to deal with it before I get to the Alfheim. So there's that. Speaking of which, once I start accumulating mana, I'm going to need to get my whole altar started, so yeah. I'm gonna need some stuff. Oh, you just had to hop in there, didn't you? Yes, you did. I think I need 3 of them, don't I? Even if I don't, having a few extra living wood twigs around will be okay. I might go with cyan this time. No particular reason. Okay, so... Okay, got that started up. We'll probably need some more Indo flames. And some fuel for them, for that matter. Wait, was it... I can't remember if it was 3 that would pretty much max them out before. Well, again, that might be a little different. Well, maybe. I start off with a little bit of this. But I'd rather start off with... Did I literally skip over something when it comes to the whole chemical combo thing? No. I do have it there. I have alchemical coal. Just wanting to ensure things kind of get powered up properly here.
Sea storm! Birds of prey!
Might be interrupted by some angry birds. Yeah, lots of angry birds. See, that kind of speeds up the process there. And right now, it's got 3 of them, and it's not being overwhelmed. Being overwhelmed. Oh yeah! I knew you'd be coming there. I know. I turned back on. Is this an eclipse too, or did it just become night quickly? Wrestle! Where am I? I'm underwater. You drop me with weight, because they do that. They really give it to you for quite some time there. That Quetzal really grabbed me. Trying to get up. Oi. That happened. Where's my... Okay, yeah, it's being surrounded by... Surrounded by angry birds. And ferocious fish. Well, that'll help me out a bit. If this keeps up, I'll be able to afford using the next step up in fuel for the next run. And spirits don't count as monsters, per se, so it can be as close to me as it wants and I won't be affected. Just say. Because I definitely need enough to start progressing through something so I can know what phase Kikamuris is at. Because I need to know that. Because I want to be able to get certain things to just work out in the world in particular ways, and to do that, I need to have the Kikamuris because I want it to let me place kicks. Now that's not quite the same as some other things, but there'll be a way to get the cake to be auto-produced a bit differently. And it'll have to be moved around by entities in my little contraption idea. And then stuff will kind of go from there. And meanwhile, my sugar cane is stretching to the absolute sky again. Is there another one after me there? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I toss you in yet? Okay. Up. Assuming I'm not attacked by angry birds left over from the spawning event. Yeah. Hello. I need this pearl tossed in here. Thank you. So I will need a runic altar. Yeah, that did unlock new chapters like I was thinking. So flowers requiring runes is the next step. Before, there's a lot of things you could just do by looking in the book and just going pretty much your own way you wanted to progress. So apparently that's not exactly how it's working there. So I had to make sure there was nothing in my Piddle Apothecary this time. Okay, there's nothing in my Piddle Apothecary at this time. I'm good. Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. I need to do all the runes to make it, and a bit more. Oh yeah, the Menatite Bellows. Something that I've used a few times. You can use it to increase the speed that maniples output energy, and they can also do other things like to speed up furnaces. Which I'm wondering, can you speed up a blast furnace or a smoker with that? Because that would really speed things quickly. Yeah, Rune of Air. I'm gonna need some serious runes soon anyhow, because I want to get... Okay, there's Gormarillas. Gormarillas is something that I think I could automate as well. Trypinium, the way it has to do with explosions is something that's not going to be as easy to do because of certain issues. The Gormarillas, however, that one, however, is one that I could have it have food just brought to it carefully, and it might be able to work it out. I have a lot of food items I've EMC'd over time, so that could be a thing. Fire in summer. The Munch Dew. this thing will eat leaves. So you kind of gotta do that one a bit carefully. One of these days I'm going to also see if I can find the perfect spot for one of these and just watch it work. Rose Arcana is one of my absolute favorites. I will totally need to do this very soon because I have a boatload of experience and it would be good to use it for power, among other things. Aha! The Hopper Hawk is in here, as I believed. Making clay isn't too much of a thing. Daffodil can be interesting. Because I can move stuff around with that. The Exaflame, not necessary. that healing from the Fallen Kanad is gonna help out in various ways. Hopper Hawk is one I was thinking of specifically as being able to take dropped items and put them into chests. There's another one that's kind of the opposite I'm curious about. Ah, that's the one that places items directly as well. Picks up a nearby one and puts there. So that would be a non-empty based way, but I could also do that later. So I can get my botanical brews. Definitely gonna need some mana glass. For various reasons. The mana blaster. Also needs a Rune of Mana. Okay. And a diamond, it's TNT, and living wood. That'll be how I'm gonna get my a mana blaster. Again, having it basically as a phase gun will be very interesting. Rather Shifting Crust is really cool for swapping things. I have a spell that can do that now, so that might not necessarily be needed to go all the way to that, but you never know. This thing being able to launch you, that will help with my flight. Wings or not, you could get some serious boost that way. Vine balls, I almost forgot you could literally just make these out of vines. Band of Aura. So good. But definitely Goddess Charm. Rune of Water and Rune of Spring. This is the one that prevents explosions from damaging any block. So this will keep creeper explosions from doing things. Yeah. That's a very good charm. So yeah. Okay. so I think the one I'm looking for, the Kikamuras, is an Elven knowledge gain, and oh, you're finally about out of mana, I suppose. What's it saying? Are you still producing? Yep, they're still burning and producing, so yeah. They definitely have things going on for them, so my old work on that seems to be working perfectly fine. Okay, so I need myself to kind of charge up a bit and get Rune of Mana, so I can dissipate a lot of this excess experience. Because certain things will cost levels, and they do get more and more worth it as you go along, so yeah. I don't think it'll take that much mana. Now that said, can I craft sparks now? Because if I can do sparks now, then I can just surge that right over. I think I can. Yes, I can totally make some sparks. Oh wait, need to get a few things ready first before I do that, because I'm going to need some blaze powder. And some petals. And what was the other thing? Oh, a gold nugget. That's it, a gold nugget. Yeah, well, I need to get this thing out and in range. Because if I have to do it by things now. Classic. Oh, oh, smart. I think you are. Charging. Go up. I have samurai powers, you know. So I can use the dimension slash to get you. Or well, it's slash dimension, but it's similar between the two, to be perfectly fair. Okay. Okay, so now I know that it's considered a bit of a higher thing than it used to be, because you have to progress rather than going specifically for stuff, so yeah. And for the classic learn and copy, so I will need a couple of these. Pretty sure I can spark this. Oh yes, right, I have to do the thing. Can you not spark these anymore? Okay. It's not letting me spark it like I was hoping. So if I do that, I put the spark in it. If I try to sneak into it, it won't let me put the spark on top. Maybe that's bugged right now and needs to be changed. Okay, so there's that possibility. Oh yeah, I had to... There we go. Sparks, why are you not... I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. I will. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. But first, of course, I'm gonna need some men of steel to create this, because I definitely want to prep that up for some nice intermediate moments.
If you're receiving this message, this means that previously there has either been a major session-ending crash. I have been editing a session due to length so that I can divide it into more than one episode and may not have found a natural moment to sign off, or for some other reason I was not able to sign off properly. Therefore, I will give my traditional ending now. Okay, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be signing off for now. Hope to hear from you all later, so bye for now, everybody. And because this happens to be right here, I'm just gonna also say, and join the parrot party.